The easiest way to enroll in Medicare is through an online application at SSA.gov. Coming up next, we'll show you how to sign up for Medicare in just a few minutes. This is an updated version of how to enroll in Medicare online video. The application is pretty short, but there are a few questions that can trip you up. Let's take a look at the process from start to finish. A couple things to note: if you're already receiving Social Security benefits prior to age 65, you'll automatically be enrolled in both Medicare Part A and Part B leading up to your 65th birthday month. You do not need to enroll online. Your Medicare card will arrive in the mail about 3.5 months prior to your birthday month. If you're not receiving Social Security benefits, in order to enroll in Medicare online, you need to have a My Social Security account at SSA.gov. If you haven't created one, do that first. Also, you'll need about 40 plus quarters of work history to complete an online application for Medicare coverage. Most individuals qualify for this, so it's usually not a big deal. The online Medicare application is only for those who are applying for the first time, meaning you don't have any Medicare at this point. If you already have Part A, because you completed an application for Part A in the past, or you're receiving Social Security benefits, which automatically gives you Part A, the process will be slightly different, but this should provide enough background for you to enroll. Lastly, you can submit your enrollment form Medicare up to 3 months prior to your birthday month. So someone Medicare eligible July 1st can submit an application as early as April 1st. Okay, let's go to SSA.gov. Here's the homepage. This website changes the layout from time to time, so keep in mind that it could look a little different when you actually get there compared to what you're seeing on the screen. There are 2 easy ways to access the Medicare only application. You can click this Medicare square here with the happy couple smiling, or you can access it through the menu button here, which allows you to select Medicare under the benefits section. Either way, it takes you to this page. Then you could scroll a bit down and click the Apply for Medicare Only application. Quick note, if you also plan to enroll in Social Security retirement benefits, you'll be given that opportunity while completing this Medicare application. We'll show you that a little later. Here you need to click the button to agree to the terms and service, and then click Next. On this page, you'll have the option to start a new application or return to a saved application using a re-entry number. More on that later. We will click the box that says Start a New Application in the Apply and Complete section. Here you will choose that you're applying for yourself and you say yes, that you have My Social Security account, then click Next. This is now where you need to log into your My Social Security account. So the application for benefits is then connected to your record. For those who have created an SSA account before September 18th, 2021, you'll log in with your username and password up here. For those who created an SSA account using login.gov, you'll get it through here. In both cases, you'll need to enter your login credentials as well as a one-time passcode that typically comes to you via text or email. After you complete your 2-step verification with the one-time code, you'll be taken to this page that is partially pre-filled by the system. You'll notice that your name, Social Security number, and date of birth are already displayed. Then add your gender and answer these 2 questions, and click Next to proceed. On this page, you'll enter your contact information, including home address, phone number, and email address after you select your language preference. Click Next. Here, you'll enter where you were born, and then you'll select your citizen type. Note, if you're a citizen born outside of the U.S. or became a naturalized citizen, you may be required to provide Social Security with additional documentation at a later time. Okay, this application question gets super frustrating because it's very poorly worded. Instead of just asking you, do you also want to enroll in Social Security retirement benefits, yes or no, they ask you the question backwards. So here it is. Do you wish to apply for Medicare only, but not for monthly retirement cash benefits? Here's how you want to look at it. If you choose yes, that means that you want to enroll in Medicare today, not Social Security benefits. If you choose no, that means you want to enroll in Medicare and Social Security benefits. I hope that provides clarity. So please read this question very carefully and make the proper selection. If you do add Social Security benefits, it will take you through that part next, and then you'll finish up with the Medicare portion at the end. Note that the Social Security application will take an extra 15 minutes or so to complete. But in our case, we're just going to say yes, that we only want Medicare. Then another question will pop up regarding Medicare through someone else's record. Again, in all cases, you'll answer no to this question and then click next to continue. At this point, the system generates a re-entry number for you. They provide this in the event that you get stuck or simply don't have the time to fully complete the application. Definitely make note of this number or print the page. If you save the application and come back later to finish, you'll need this re-entry number. You might recall earlier on the page where you could enter the re-entry number to access a saved application. On the next page, there are two questions. First, it asks, do you want to enroll in Medicare Part B? Notice there is no reference to Part A. That is because it's assumed you want Part A when completing the Medicare application. So by saying yes to Part B, you're getting both Part A and Part B. If you say no to Part B, you're only getting Part A only. The second question asks if you're currently receiving Medicaid benefits through your state of residence. After you answer that, click next. We're almost done. This page asks if you have health insurance through a group plan. But what the question really should say is, do you have health insurance through a group health plan based on current employment? If you click on the More Info link, you'll see a description open up that references what they mean by group health insurance. This clearly states that it's coverage based on current employment. That means that you should answer no to this question if you have COBRA health coverage or retiree health coverage, because both of those are not based on current employment. If you try to answer yes, the system won't like any of the answers you give on the next few questions. It will always provide an error message. Another scenario where you would answer no is if you have a Marketplace Affordable Care Act plan. That is not group health plan. But if you do have group health coverage based on current employment, you'll answer yes here. Then answer the remaining questions regarding your employment start and end dates, as well as your health coverage start and end dates. Don't agonize over the dates, as it really won't matter. Just do your best to enter a date that makes sense. Notice if your employment and health insurance coverage has not ended as of the date you're submitting this application, you'll want to click the box that mentions employment or coverage has not ended. But if employment and coverage has ended, enter the end dates after everything is entered here, and then click next to continue. The final application page gives you the ability to enter a brief note to Social Security. If you're enrolling in Medicare during your initial enrollment period surrounding your 65th birthday, you really don't need to add a note. But if you're enrolling in Medicare after your initial enrollment period, it's a good idea to add a note that states when you want your Part B to start. Otherwise, Social Security won't know when you plan to begin your Medicare benefits. For example, if you're enrolling in Medicare for the first time at, say, age 67, make note of the date you want Part B to start. Just know it's always the first of the month start date. After clicking next, you'll be taken to the summary page that allows you to review the application and make edits if you see any mistakes. Under the electronic signature section, read the agreement and then check the box stating you agree to submitting the application electronically. Then click the Submit Now button to officially submit the application. You'll immediately see a confirmation page. I strongly recommend you click on the link that says View and Print Your Receipt. This is your only opportunity to print a copy or save as a PDF. Almost immediately after submitting the application, you'll receive a confirmation email from Social Security. Here's what it looks like. It's pretty generic, so it won't mention Medicare specifically, rather that they have received your application for benefits. If there are no issues with the application, usually you'll receive a letter from Social Security in 2 to 4 weeks regarding your benefits. Once the application is approved, you'll get a Medicare card a few weeks after that. We typically see people receive their Medicare card about 4 to 6 weeks after submitting the application online. Sometimes it's quicker, sometimes it takes longer. Now, we went through a lot of details, but in the end, you can complete your Medicare only application in about 6 to 8 minutes. Assuming your Social Security account is already created, it'll be a lot quicker. Thanks for watching. Now that you've seen how to apply online for Medicare Part A and B, the next step is just as important. Getting the right supplement and prescription drug Part D plan to round out your coverage. To make that easy, head over to our form at groupbenefits.com/Medicare or click in the link in the email that we sent you. Filling it out helps us get you the best information and plan options based on your specific needs. We're here to help make Medicare simple, so let's get you fully covered.